the Inland Empire movie making process was the word digital is the big word. And this film I shot digitally with the Sony PD-150 camera, a low-res video camera, and I loved every minute of the process. Shooting digitally, I've said this a bunch, but I'll say it again. Lightweight, small cameras. Seeing exactly what you're getting. If you don't like it, you can change it. When it's finished, there's no lab to take the film to. You have it. You can move. You can be right in there in the scene. You can turn around instantly. The 40-minute takes allow you to sink and sink and sink in there. And it's so good for the scenes, like I say. Editing, digital editing, what a dream. The whole thing. It's the future. It's here. Film, at least for me, is dead. I never want to go back. Even thinking about it now makes me feel weak and sick. And so let's just think digitally. Transcendental meditation is such a friendly technique for human beings. So beautiful. So easy and effortless and supremely profound. Because transcendental meditation, being a mental technique, an ancient form of meditation, allows any human being to dive within. And when you dive within, it's a mental diving. You dive and you experience subtler levels of mind and intellect, and then at the subtlest level of intellect, you transcend. Transcend means to go beyond. And you go beyond the subtlest level of intellect and you experience pure consciousness, pure bliss consciousness, absolute intelligence, creativity, energy, love, power, knowingness. Life gets better because you get to experience the self at the source of thought, the base of all mind and matter. And right away, negative things start to recede, like hate and anger and tension and stress and sorrow, depression. These things start to lift. This is such a beautiful thing for your work. You're filled with more and more creativity. Ideas begin to flow. You enjoy the doing of things more and more and more. It's understanding grows, intuition grows, awareness, a bigger and bigger picture forms. And it's for filmmaking, for painting, for anything. It's this thing of knowingness growing and bliss growing that feeds into the work, and you can really get down in there deeper with understanding and intuiting things. Intuition tells you when it's not right. Intuition tells you the way to make it right. And you get more and more of this simply by learning the technique to dive within and experience this ocean, unbounded, infinite, eternal ocean, always been there. It's us, it's our home. So I recommend it for everybody, and it's coming. It's against no one. It's against no religion. It's there for us human beings, and it's so beautiful. I love Stanley Kubrick, and I can watch his movies over and over. I love Billy Wilder, Sunset Boulevard in particular, and I've watched it over and over. I love this film. I love the world that Billy Wilder created. And I love Fellini. Watch them over and over. Jacques Tati. If you want to see some great comedies, check out Jacques Tati's Mr. Hulot's Holiday. I like W.C. Fields. I like the movie It's a Gift. I like Hitchcock, particularly Rear Window. I like a lot of different filmmakers, but those are some of them. I didn't know anything about film when I started, so my influences came from places, particularly Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Philadelphia being, when I was there, one of the sickest, most fear ridden, corrupt, and twisted cities, which they call the city of brotherly love. And why they haven't changed that name to something more realistic, I don't know. But there's hope. There's hope that one day that name will marry to what really is going on in Philadelphia. And I hope that day comes soon. But um, Philadelphia had so many strange things going on that I experienced, that it was a huge influence. So, in a way, I loved the place, loved it. And I don't have time to see many films, so I don't know what filmmakers are doing out there, really. But I always say stay true to your own voice and let your own voice ring out, and don't let anybody fiddle with it. I think, like film, I would say I'd be through with television. And I think the internet is the new home for the continuing story. And the internet represents freedom. It's all around the world. It's a medium that's getting better and better and better. And so, if I got an idea for a continuing story, I would work to present it on the internet. I'm not a score composer. Um, I love music. Um, and like I always say, most of filmmaking is common sense. So, common sense says to get the sounds and the music to marry to the picture. And marrying means it joins and enhances, jumps it. And so it's usually an experiment to find existing pieces of music or creating new pieces that do that thing of marrying. And mostly this process takes place after shooting in what they call post production. So, but sometimes I get stuff up front, and that helps setting a mood to shooting. But um, it's a deep, beautiful world, the world of music, and it's very beautiful to go in there. My response to viewers who are puzzled by the plots is, I don't think you're so puzzled as you may think. That we all have a certain amount of intuition, and that is something that can be trusted and should be trusted to tell us things that are going on in certain films and in life. And there's so many abstractions in life, but we sort of start rolling things around and intuiting, and we come up with conclusions, and those conclusions are valid. And so when you see something that's abstract in a film, or you seem to be getting lost, the thing is to start talking to your friends, and they'll say something, and you'll find yourself disagreeing with that, and realize that you really had formed opinions, and you had a scenario that made sense in your mind, and that's valid. We know more than we think. If you all are visiting Amazon and seeing this, welcome. And I can pretty much guarantee you won't be sorry snapping up Inland Empire.